Good time of day, guys. My name is Godzi, and welcome back to another episode of Wonderful Everyday. Last episode, we continued through Witch Dreamed It as Tomosane returned and beat up Master. Hell yeah, he's a strong boy and does shit like that. And we also got, quite the twist that, Takuji is actually Tomosane's twin brother who's dead because Tomosane, who is actually the Takuji that we know, killed Takuji, and Yuki is a reincarnation or something as a personality of Tomosane's, who became Takuji because of guilt or something, I guess. She used to be frickin' Master's actual daughter, which that part makes a lot of sense, actually. That part I can sort of get behind. I don't really understand, the part of taking on his dead brothers and Yuki's personalities. Apparently, the real Yuki's also dead or something, which is also weird, but regardless, I was told in the comments two things. One, that my choice in Jabberwocky continues on to the next chapter. So after I complete this chapter, I should move on to the chapter after this one too, instead of going back to get the other ending in Jabberwocky. So okay, I will do that. And I was also told that back in Down the Rabbit Hole 2, Kimura was also mentioned. But of course I do not remember that. I don't remember a lot of the random little things that happened in Down the Rabbit Hole 2, so I appreciate being told about things that happened that I forgot about. Because, yeah, it definitely helps to kind of put into perspective something about Kimura from Yuki's perspective. Even though Kimura seems to be, the character who's most outside of the story, I guess. Because, there's, some intertwined connection of characters with, Hasaki, Tomosane, Takuji, Yuki, Master, and then, Takuji's parents. So, yeah, the whole Mamiya family. And then there's, Zakuro, Kimika, Megu, Satoko, Ayumi, and Usami are kind of in that whole sphere, too. And Kimura's just kind of in the middle. And Ayana is also in the middle, but in more of an omnipotent way, I guess, while Kimura's just a reporter. So, yeah. Either way, let's get back into this. Dots. The wind made no sound. Until just now, I had heard the wind blowing. Why did the wind stop blowing?
Huh? I'm in the store? But I was on the roof just now.
Tomosane-kun carried you down here.
Tomo-Nisan? Then where is he now? Kimura-san!
I don't think I can tell you that.
Kimura-san!
Yeah, this is a promise between men.
A promise between men?
Yes, because I can never hold back a man who is set off for battle.
To battle? Okay, great, thanks, see you later.
Huh? Wow, Kimura, you're fucking awful at keeping a secret. Whoa, why are you running off?
There's only one place where Tomo-Nisan would go to fight.
Huh? Why?
If he's going to fight with Takuji-Nisan, then Kitahai is the only place.
But do you know where in Kitahai?
I won't know until I get there. Tomo-Nisan!
So, where is he?
What? Didn't he tell you?
Nope, he didn't tell me a thing.
Then he didn't make you swear not to tell, you just didn't know.
Well, I guess.
Huh? Who's that?
Where? Oh boy. There on the moonlit rooftop, there was only one silhouette. There was only one person. But it looks like he was facing off against some adversary.
Tomo-Nisan!
Oh, okay. He's already stabbed himself? What the? Okay. A statue underneath the moon. A lone figure. Something at his chest glittered and glittered and gleamed. The hand held in front of his chest grasped the same knife from before. It was the same pose as the one from 7 years ago. Okay, sure. The only difference was that a single figure stood in the darkness, not two. The knife's tip was aimed at his own heart.
No! You can't!
Huh? I saw his face in the shadows, and I instantly knew who it was. There's only one person in the world who could make that expression, a mixture of kindness and irritation.
You can't. Tell-a-Nissan, you can't do that!
Why did you follow me? Sorry about that. Damn it, Kimura. Crap, I forgot to lock the door. If I had locked it, you wouldn't have been able to follow me up here.
You can't! Tell-a-Nissan, I won't let you do that!
Hasaki.
If that's what you were planning to do, I should have just tied you up and never let you leave.
I told you that was also an option. In that moment, when Tomo-Nissan was worrying about me, his expression changed for just a split second. For a split second, his expression changed into someone else's. Nope, that would be Takuji then. I tried to scream, but it ended before I could get the scream out of my mouth. That thing ended. Like fibers cracking upon steel, then blood and flesh. The sound rang out, lonesome in the dark. The dirge of the end. It was a messenger telling me that this was the end. Cold iron flashed in the dark. Bright red blood danced across the blade. An endless jet black sky hung over our heads. The moon tinted our lacquer? I've never learned how to pronounce that word. Lacquer sky with shades of blue. The steel flashed. The red blood flowed. Everything turned white. All I could see was white. Those words I never could say. Those words I never could hold back. All those words caught in my throat, and then my breath came out as a scream.
No! No, Tomo-Nissan! No!
I could only scream. Tears ran down my face as I screamed for him. At the very mess, wow. At the very end, I still messed up, huh? Pre-established harmony, huh? I see. So in your eyes, I've already outlived my purpose. Tomo-Nissan whispered as if he was talking to himself. He must have been talking to Takuji-Nissan. I couldn't tell what had happened to the two of them. All I knew was that Nissan had stabbed himself in the chest with a knife. As a result of that action, no one could be the victor. If his physical body died, it would mean the death of 3 souls. Why did it have to come to this? I crumpled and fell on the spot. My voice caught in my throat. The tears wouldn't stop. The trembling wouldn't stop. Hey, Hasaki? I'm sorry. Looks like I won't be able to keep my promise. This is the end for me. I couldn't do anything for you, Hasaki, could I?
Tomo-Nissan, that's not true. That's not true. Tomo-Nissan, don't go.
There's nothing I can do. I've been beaten. Nothing I can do. Huh? Is this too reality? Then I can only accept it. If this is how it was going to end, I shouldn't have used the last of my time like this. I should have spent my time with you. I've been an awful brother, too. I haven't changed at all. Now then, farewell, Mamiya Takuji. Congratulations. You've won. And I've lost. I ran over to Tomo-Nissan. I put my arms around him and held him close. Ma.
Tomo-Nissan, don't go.
You dummy. Don't come near me, it's dangerous. This body will be Mamiya Takuji soon. I'm going to disappear.
You can't disappear, Tomo-Nissan. Please.
Yeah, I don't really want to disappear. I wanted to be with you longer.
Then please, don't go. Let's go home. Let's go home together. Let's just go home.
You're right. That was the promise.
Yeah, It was.
To be together forever and talk as much as we wanted.
Yeah, you promised we could talk as much as we wanted. I still want to talk to you, Tomo-ni-san.
We didn't talk enough, did we? Let's talk.
Yeah, last night, I saw a big sunflower.
Oh, the flower I saw on the hill. I can't read. The flower I saw on the hill that night. At night. Holy crap. I saw that son of the night on a road I never passed by. In a world ruled by the azure, the sunflower shone bright with yellow. I told him about the sunflowers on the hill.
A big sunflower, yellow and beautiful in the sky.
A sunflower.
It's already summer, you know? It's the middle of the summer.
I knew that sun in the night, because we had seen that same sun together before.
Summer break is coming soon. I wish I could have gone somewhere with you this year, Tomo-ni-san.
Summer, huh?
Yeah, you said you would never leave me, so I wanted to go on vacation somewhere this summer. Because this summer, it seemed like we were getting along again. This summer break, let's go back to our old town. Together.
Our town?
That's right, our town. Where you and I were together before.
That... Tomo-ni-san gently laughed. How did I forget that? How did I forgot that? Okay. We were there together before.
Yeah, so this summer, let's go back.
This summer?
Yeah, Tomo-ni-san.
Yeah, of course. This summer?
Kimura-san, call an ambulance!
What? Ah! Nissan pushed me away and stood on his own 2 feet. Oh boy, how is this gonna go exactly? What is this? Ow! Damn.
Nissan, don't move!
I tried to stop him, but he slapped away my hand.
Nissan.
That's... His face was different from before. His voice was different. He looked precisely the same, and yet it was like he was a completely different person. As he stood up, there in the moonlight, he looked like a vengeful demon back from the grave. Hasaki-chan, be careful!
Nissan!
Don't do it! That's not Tomosane-kun! That's the man who tried to kill you!
Nissan! Nissan!
It's dangerous! Stop! You know how dangerous Mamiya Takuji really is. Now he has hundreds of believers under his control too!
Nissan! Nissan, please, come back!
It's dangerous! Get back here! I'll call the police and the ambulance! But I still have so many things to do. Now, let's go home to the Ark. The final day is at hand. He disappeared into the shadow of the building, holding his wound. Hasaki-chan!
I'm sorry!
Whoa!
Kimura-san, I'm really sorry, but...
I chased after my brother. I found a small door over where he disappeared. There was a steel ladder hanging there. Hold on a fucking second. Why then, in It's My Own Invention, Kimura doesn't appear. We already knew that. Why though does Tsukasa and Kogami appear? Because Hasaki didn't bring the rabbit doll. And how the fuck does the Kogami H scene work then? Because if Kagami's the rabbit doll, then excuse me? I found a small door over where he disappeared. There was a steel ladder hanging there. The ladder led all the way down into the darkness underground. I was definitely scared, but still I went. It was packed full of people down there. An incredible number of people. Just how many people could they cram into a place like this? Probably a fuck ton, to be fair.
Nissan.
I tried to find my brother among the crowd of people. Just find him.
Huh?
Oh. Someone saw me and then started to talk to me. Why are you here?
Huh?
Oh, that's right. You don't know about me, do you? I just know about you because I investigated the Savior's background and personal details.
Do you know my brother?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Where is he? He's in a lot of trouble.
That woman stopped to think hard about something. Then she laughed caustically? Okay. That's right, isn't it? He's not just our savior, he's also your brother, too. I have to eliminate anyone who would interfere with the plan. Oh god. Ah! I thought I was ready to do anything, but I'm not that cold-hearted. I wonder if there's anything I can do. The savior is in the room toward the back. Follow the wall right next to the ladder where you came down. Thank you so much. Well, God only knows what will happen now. God only knows? Yeah, so I'm just saying that now your brother has to decide whether he wants to be our savior or your brother. It would be better if God had decided that. Come to think of it, Kimika's been through some shit in this game, hasn't she? Like, the entirety of Looking Glass Insects and It's My Own Invention is just a bunch of bad shit. Like, holy fuck. And what happens to her between, like, the end of Looking Glass Insects and the beginning of, It's My Own Invention? Like, until that day that she runs into Takuji at the pool, she's, like, not seen at all. Where the fuck did she go? That was his secret room. I came here with Kimura-san before. It was disguised to look like part of the wall. The only reason I saw it before was because the curtains were lifted. Nissan. Nissan! Nissan. Takuji Nissan was mumbling something to himself. My voice didn't even reach him. Because Takuji Nissan hated me. Because he thought I should just disappear. So he couldn't even see me. I understand, but... Just forgive him! Just forgive Tomo-Nissan, please! Why can't you just disappear already? Disappear! Who are you? The Wakatsuki sisters? No, I'm Hasaki! I'm the sister you hated! Mamiya Hasaki! The twins are here, huh? No, that doll wasn't my twin! You and I were the real twins! You and me! Not this rabbit doll! You and I are twins, Takuji Nissan! So is the rabbit actually here? So, he just looked at me. His eyes were full of hate. Just like they were back then. Oh, look! Two sources of the Black Surge just walked right on into the Ark. Nissan? Takuji Nissan, why? Why would you do that to Tomo-Nissan? I see. Yuki's actions. His abnormal strength. Is that it? I thought that hurdle was too high for my mother to have set. He was too strong. It was you. You two lent him your power as sources of the Black Surge. Just like the White Surge's Riruru did for me. I see. So that's what Otonashi was talking about. It all makes sense now. The Destroyer, huh? Yuki was a dark savior created by you two to destroy me. He was created to prevent humanity's salvation. It all makes sense now. Why he was so strong. Why he hated me so much. It makes perfect sense. But sadly for you two, this is the result. The Dark Savior has died. The Dark Savior was erased. And I, the true Savior, remained on this earth. This is my victory. That's right, I've won. The battle between light and darkness. The battle between the White Surge and the Black Surge. I've won. The White Surge has won. The Savior has won. Why can't I reach you in there? Why? Are you satisfied now, Takuji Nissan? Jeez. Disappear. Why don't you just disappear? I told you to disappear from my sight. Stop spreading the Black Surge. Takuji Nissan, why? Why? If you won't stop the Black Surge, then I guess I have no choice. I'll forcibly expel you from this world. Call the people! Oh, Yasuka, okay. Huh? What? Anyone will do. Call a bunch of men here. Oh god, I don't like... fucking hell. Okay, am I gonna, like, really need to hold down control? Because this is gonna be fucked up. A bunch of people came over. Everyone was glaring at me. What is it, my savior? You've been having sex for ages now, right? Well, I wouldn't say for ages. You like sex, right? You like adultery, right? Yes, I love it. Defile this woman. Oh, God. I don't like this. Like, it was fine enough. It was already fucked up, and it's my own invention. Because it was Kogami. Well, because it was Kogami, it wasn't really nearly as bad, but... Hasaki's like 13 or something, right? Like, I know there's the disclaimer at the beginning of the game being like, oh yeah, every character in this game is 18 or older, but it's like, you can't bullshit me, they're teenagers. That's fucked up. Can we? Are you serious? Hell yeah! Not her! What? Huh? Not her? But she's the only one here. Wait, don't touch that woman! Make her watch as her sister is defiled and then killed. Make her watch it all. But what? But the rabbit's not here. What do you mean? Who is her sister? That one with the long ears and the red eyes. That woman made out of cloth. Huh? You mean... Wait, the rabbit is here then? Okay, well, it's not gonna be as fucked up as I was thinking then. It's just gonna be really strange. Are you serious? Are you talking about this doll? That's right. We will defile her. And after she's been so defiled that she wants to die, we'll kill her in the most painful way possible.
What?
Hold her down! Oh, okay. Got it.
No, that's the doll that Tomosane made! Tomosane made it for me!
Your little sister? Yeah, I got it. I won't hurt her. All I really need is for you two to disappear from my sight. The reason it turned out like this is because you were so defiant and got in my face every time you could. I'll forgive Tsukasa. Your sister can't do anything without you, right? All she can do is hide behind you.
Nissan, can you hear me? Tomo-Nissan! Please, Tomo-Nissan! They're going to break the doll you made for me!
Shut up! Rape her! Rape this? It'll be fine. She won't resist. She's more worried about her sister. There's nothing to be afraid of. Worried about her sister? You really mean this doll here? Wait, wasn't this other girl your sister, my savior? That's why we can't rape her, right? What? Are you going to defy my orders? Oh no, we'll do it. Please, let us do it. Hey, get over here, you guys. You have to fuck her too. Me too. It's the savior's order. Yeah! Alright, we're starting to get into it. Are there gonna be fucking CGs and shit for this? That'd be really weird. I mean, I'd still have to censor shit, but like, knock her out before you start. Knock her out? Oh, okay, we'll give her a few good licks. It's an order! Beat her up! Yeah! The men all moved in and started to beat up the doll that Tomo-Nissan made for me. The parts that Yuki-san fixed up for me got torn open again.
No! Stop it!
Oh god. It faded to black. I'm scared. Are they actually gonna rape the doll? Wow, what a pose. Wow, okay. I mean, at least it's a rabbit doll, so it's not like I have to censor shit right now. I mean, until they fucking start slathering it in sauce, so to speak. Until they start fucking getting it ready for a brisket. It's just to make sure the ritual goes smoothly. Are you stupid? Why would we stop? The fun time is just beginning. Who are they talking to? They were kind of mumbling and talking to the doll. It looked like all of their eyes weren't focused on any single point, too. Could they hear some voice that I couldn't? I was too scared to say a thing. I was trembling with fear, and Nissan laughed with pleasure when he saw me trembling. All you need to do is watch as your sister is defiled. Now it's time for the show to begin. I can't wait. She's shaking already. I guess she's starting to figure out what's going to happen to her. Of course she is. She knows. She knows exactly what's going to happen. What's this? She's not wearing any. Do you always walk around without any panties? This is so weird. I couldn't really hear what they were mumbling about as they hiked up the doll's skirt. Apparently they were complaining that the doll wasn't wearing underwear. I don't really know why though. Whoa, her thigh is really is soft. I can't take it. I want to touch her too. It's a doll. Are these guys just fucking stupid? Wow, I can't sit her. Fucking. Okay. They pulled open one of the tears on the doll's underside. They were breaking the doll. The doll was already pretty old. Open it wider. Okay. I'm just gonna skip their dialogue because they're being fucking weird and I don't want to read that. His words became even more difficult to understand. I don't really know the details. Okay. This is so stupid. What are they doing? They're just saying, oh, scary, scary, scary. Wow, they tore its clothes. Who fucking cares? I'm glad that I don't have to censor anything, but I imagine that I'll have to eventually. What the hell? The bitch, her critical lisp, finally, they're just speaking gibberish. Chitinous, that's not a word. Okay. Rub-a-dub-dub, I'm in a tub. They didn't say this shit in the Kogami scene, did they? There's no way they did. Okay. Common or air, great. All the men were spouting pure nonsense, and then they suddenly started taking off their pants. I covered my eyes. Oh, cool, if you cover your eyes, do I not have to see anything? Suck it, bitch, suck it, rabbit. Alright. Wait, what? Hold on. Is the way this works? There, what? Wait, huh? Are they speaking Kagami's lines? Are they speaking for the rabbit, but they're being weird? Custard. Don't say custard. To arms, men. Wow. That is way too fucking powerful of a line when you're gangbanging a rabbit doll. Alright. Okay, there's sauce on it now. Great. I mean, there's not cocks or anything, but still, this is still super weird. I guess I'm gonna censor the sauce because it's sauce. So, is there any hidden yeah, there is some hidden underneath the text box. Okay. So then a Uno at like, it was like probably 30 seconds ago. So like, 28. I'll just say 2800, yeah. Alright. Oh, okay, wow. They cleaned it in between. How interesting. How nice of them.
No! Why would you do such horrible things?
What's going on here? Okay. Everyone's being super fucking strange. Say something to the doll. Yeah, okay. And Kimika, too? The girl in front of you is the elder of the two Wakatsuki sisters. Huh? This doll is? Yeah, it is, you dumb bitch. Will you ever be saved if you can't even recognize evil when you see it?
Wait, please, so you're the Wakatsuki sisters. Whatever, not like I care. Let's get started already.
Okay. They're going to make her masterpiece. It is a doll. Why are these guys so stupid? Is Kimika high? Like... Okay. Everyone's just staring at the doll, alright. There were even some people that looked deathly afraid of the doll, okay. If you don't do it right, all the men will rape. Okay, Yasuko. Wow. Alright, there's sauce again. Okay. Wow, this is super dumb. Alright, well, 2 was at like 30 seconds. They violated my doll. My past self was defiled right before my eyes. Well, I guess this would be super fucked up in Hasaki's eyes, even though it's literally a rabbit doll. The embodiment of a precious time in my life. When time stopped for one part of my soul, that is what they defiled. My very memories. My very self from a time past. It was defiled at the hands of strangers. I was violated. My memory was desecrated. My past self was ripped and torn to shreds. Okay. Sure. Trace at like 30:45. How's that? How does it feel?
You're awful. Awful. Why would you do this? You're terrible.
Kagami's totally broken.
Why? Why would you do that? She's my precious.
Your precious sister is broken. She's utterly broken.
Huh?
Huh? What just happened? Is this the part where she pulls out... This is the part where Kogami started fucking doing Sans eyes, right? Going full Megalovania on Takagi for no good reason. Also, the text box went down for a second, so yeah.
Nissan?
His eyes suddenly rolled back, and then his face started convulsing. Well, okay.
Oh,
Oh shit, they're at, okay. That's still such a weird concept. Alright, 5 at like 31:50. I'll break you. I'll totally break you. I'll break you once and for all. Making a fool of me? Someone get a hammer. Someone get a ladder. Get the stakes. It's a crucifixion. I'll crucify you. I'll crucify you, crucify you, crucify you, crucify you. I can't say crucify you that many times in a convincing method of acting or whatever the fuck. Also, why was it ever wearing an eye patch?
Huh? Why? Why?
Shut up! I can't let her go after she challenged me like that. This time I'll really break this fucking rabbit.
No, stop!
That concrete pillar. Crucify her on that pillar. High up. Much higher than here. Crucify her. Crucify that bitch. Crucify her, crucify her, crucify her. Alright. 6, it flashed down again. Alright, it's still covered in sauce. So, yeah. That was like 32:50, right? The boisterous atmosphere in the room disappeared as people ceased to talk one by one. One by one they realized, and soon the entire arc was silent. There was no one with me. In that enormous underground space, I could only cry. It was all I could do. I just cried. Tsukasa. There was a person there. Someone who called me Tsukasa. Okay, Yuki then. But I didn't want to meet anyone who would call me that. Alright. Well, it's Yuki, but in Takaji's body, so... This is Kogami, right?
No, that's not her name.
How did this happen?
Why? What do you mean, why? You did it, of course.
This is awful. Who could do such a thing?
Nissan.
I looked at my brother. His face was Tomo Nissan's. But that wasn't Tomo Nissan's soul in there. That person was not the person I most wanted to see. That's right. Kogami, let's go home. Nissan carried the doll in his arms. Let's go home. The two of us walked through the city streets at night. It was too late to catch a train. It would take us at least an hour to walk all the way home. The two of us just walked in silence. Then... Okay. Back then, I carried you home on I can't read. On my back like this, didn't I? That time, you tried too hard and sprained your ankle running. I came right away when I heard about it from Tsukasa. And then, this is what you said.
No, that was me. That story about the hill? That hill where the two of us found the sunflowers.
Huh. Oh.
I told you that I would climb that hill and go find Dad's soul somewhere out there. I thought I could go out beyond that hill and find Dad's soul so that he could come back to us.
How would you do that? Where were you going to go looking anyway?
I don't know. It's just, there was a big hill with sunflowers, and we could never go past it. The road of sunflowers, where the sunflowers stretch their stalks out to heaven above. I thought that I could climb that hill and go beyond it, to the place where Dad's soul was laid to rest.
Big hill?
Yeah, the big hill in Dad's hometown.
Was it really that big?
Not now, it isn't. But back then, when I was a child, it seemed so big. I thought it was the wall at the end of the world. I thought if I could just get to the top of that hill, it'd be the limit of the world. But I was wrong. When I got to the top, there was more of the city, just like here. There was a hill after that, and another one after that too. The city continued on forever. That was when I realized the world has no end.
Wasn't that when you started crying?
Yeah. Because that's when I knew Dad's soul wasn't coming back, so I got sad. That's when I learned that there are things in this world which will never come back. And then you came, Tomoni-san. That's how it always was. You always came for me when I was crying. Because I'm always crying. Because I can't do anything. So I wanted to become stronger. I tried to be stronger.
I know you did. But maybe you tried too hard.
I'm no good, huh? I couldn't do anything.
That's not true. I'm still amazed at how hard you tried.
Tomoni-san.
He couldn't see me. Some other person's soul was in his body. He couldn't see me. But no one except Tomoni-san could say the things he was saying. Even if he couldn't see me anymore, this person was still my brother after all.
Tomoni-san.
I quietly hugged his back. Then he stopped walking. Kogami, we're home. He suddenly stopped in front of a house I didn't recognize. Your parents are probably going to be really sad when they see what happened to you. But you said you wanted to go home, right? Kogami?
Yes? Excuse me?
Please forgive me. I couldn't protect Kogami. I let them do this to her. I'm so sorry.
Who are you?
Huh?
Is something wrong with your doll?
Uh-huh. What's happening?
What are you talking about?
No, that's not it. This was Kogami just a second ago. Wakatsuki Kagami-san.
Is that the doll's name?
No, that's not it. Kogami lives here, right? She's your daughter.
It's getting pretty late. If you don't mind, I'd really rather not keep talking like this.
But Mrs. Wakatsuki!
We're the Hasegawa family, not Wakatsuki.
Huh?
If you don't leave, I'm going to have to call the police.
What's this? What's happening? I don't... Tsukasa!
Are you satisfied yet? Jeez, I don't even know who you are anymore! Give me back my Tomoni-san!
Neek! Oh, the ghost. Ah! Okay. July 19th. It was definitely weird seeing all that from that perspective, but... The school bell rings even in the dead of night. The sound echoed into darkness. I came back to Kita High without even thinking about it. The doll I held onto for so long was no longer with me. It was the first time in such a long time that I had to stand alone on my own 2 feet. With nothing to support me, all I had was...
Tomoni-san.
I should have just died back then. All this happened because I didn't die all those years ago. It was Takuji-Nisan's hateful spirit that possessed Tomo-Nisan. It was a curse. It made perfect sense. It wasn't a mental illness. It was a curse. A curse that he cast on all of us who survived that day. Maybe Takuji-Nisan wasn't the only one cursing us. Maybe Yuki-san cursed us when she died as well. Okay. That's why all this happened. Nissan stabbed himself in the chest. He destroyed the other half of myself. And now he wanted to return so many more people back to the sky. The day when everyone must return to the sky. The day when he'll return their souls to the sky. And what Takuji Nissan did to me that day. His actions in killing Yuki-san. That's exactly what he was trying to do again. And this time, he wanted to take far more people with him.
Nissan.
Hello? Uh-oh. Huh? I heard a voice from somewhere. Over here. Oh. This music, is it Ayana?
Huh? Where?
It's not a place, I'm trying to tune in. Tune in?
Tune in?
That's right. The Mamiya family has practiced Shinto since ancient times. You have the ability to match your mind to the frequency of another, and your mother's Sanemi blood is nearly the same. So just take your time and match your frequency to mine. Oh, yep, it is.
See? I'm right here. Who are you? I am Ayana. You are Mamiya Hasaki-san. Yes?
Who is this? I've never met her before. Is she a student at this school? She was wearing the uniform, but...
Who are you? I told you, I am Ayana. Are you human?
What if I'm not?
I don't know.
We're about to go see.
See what?
The end sky.
End sky?
Yes.
The sky in my mother's prophecies?
Yes. The sky that your mother fell madly in love with. This world's critical point. The point which allows the soul to repeat as many times as it wishes. Until you find the exit, you will repeat it over and over.
Repeat? I don't know what you mean, but I've never heard that kind of sky before now.
Before now? Where is your now?
That's not what I'm talking about.
So then, will you look at what comes after this?
After this?
Yes, after the end sky.
After the end sky?
The point where the soul ceases to be reborn.
What is that?
The sky beyond that point. Can you see it, Hasaki-chan?
I'm asking you, what is that? What is there beyond that sky?
The cyclical rebirth of the soul. The endless winding corridor. The mental construct of time. It is what lies beyond the armillary sphere. It is what lies behind the shadows cast on the cave wall. I am the gate. The key and the gate. All in one and one in all of limitless being and self. The outer manifestation of the primal chaos. The lurker at the threshold.
You are...
Otanashi Ayana. Even if no one has given it shape, anyone can understand it. Everyone already knows it. Even if such a scene has never appeared in this world, such a scene should not frighten you. It's a very common world. Okay, hold on. I was waiting for like a moment, but there weren't any really good moments there. But I have quite the theory. Quite the theory. So hey, something we know. Yuki, Takuji, and Tomosane, same person, right? Yeah. Hasaki is Takuji's, and Yuki's, I guess. Well, no, Tsukasa and Kogami are their perception of Hasaki. And then Kimika and Sakura. So, who the fuck's Ayana? Who in the fuck is Ayana? Well, I didn't really fucking know beforehand. I thought she was just some being beforehand, but... that little tuning in thingy makes me think... Alright, so we already know. Let's just pretend that's Tomosane. Same person. Yeah? Yeah. Same person. Same person? Perhaps? Well, same person. Technically, because Kagami's the doll, but still. Just the tuning in thing makes me think that they kind of share a body. Well, maybe not share a body, because I'm trying to, like, think backwards to, like, all the different points where Ayana was talking to somebody. But it doesn't really compute. Maybe she's, like, kind of similar in that this is true, but also this is true. Maybe it's something like that. Or maybe she's supposed to be, I suppose, their mother? Question mark? Like a manifestation of their mother? It's gotta be something like that. Like, she never has to tune in with Takuji or Tomosane or Yuki, but she just had to tune in with Hasaki. She did meet Zakuro before, though, and that's really the one thing that fucks it up. Her meeting with Zakuro, because Zakuro's seen Hasaki before. Granted, we know that the delusions, the perceptions that people can have, can be changed based on any certain factor of reality. Because, like, with Yuki in particular, in Down the Rabbit Hole 2, she could see Hasaki as Tsukasa or Kogami. She could see Hasaki as Hasaki, like when she went to the apartment. And she could see Hasaki as a ghost. That is true. Takuji could only ever see Hasaki as Kogami and Tsukasa. We never saw him see Hasaki as anything other than Kogami and Tsukasa. Tomosane only ever sees Hasaki as Hasaki. The only time he ever saw Kogami and Tsukasa was when his reality was melding with Takuji's and Yuki's in that one point during Jabberwocky. So, how exactly would it be possible for Zakuro to see Ayana and Hasaki if they're the same person, but also she can see them as different people? Thing is, she didn't see Ayana until towards the end of Looking Glass Insects. That much is true. So it could be something that, like, because, like, they don't look all that different, Ayana and Hasaki. Like, there's probably, like, a height difference, realistically, but we've never really seen them side by side before. We just know that Hasaki is very short, obviously, because she's, like, 14. But then Ayana, we don't know, really. I don't fucking know. It's probably not something like that. It's probably more something like just this, but also this. I think that makes sense. I'm not saying that, like, Takuji and Hasaki are the same person, because that doesn't make fucking sense, obviously. But it's more like I'm saying that it's like some sort of mental network that Zakuro is also tuned into? Maybe? Well, no, hold on. Zakuro never saw Ayana on the true route, did she? No, she did. She totally did. Yeah, she did. She definitely did. So it could be that Zakuro, from experiencing bullying, had a skewed perception of the world. Because we know that Tomosane was the original personality and took on his dead younger brother's personality, and then later a dead friend, I guess, with Yuki, and then himself. But Takuji was the quote-unquote main personality because Tomosane's personality was missing and then later came back. And that was all due to a trauma, I suppose, with that how Tomosane killed his younger brother, I would assume. And then Hasaki also has a similar trauma in that she was almost killed by her brother, and then her brother was killed by her brother and a friend died, and her mother went into shock, and apparently the dad is MIA, or maybe he's also dead. So, but yeah. So it would stand to reason that although that's quite a fucking event that we don't even know all the truths of, we do know basically everything that happened to Zakuro and her bullying at the hands of Megu and Satoko, and also the fact that, like, Shirayama, Numata, Nishimura, that group of people raped her. So it's possible that that amount of trauma skewed her perception of the world, but then how the fuck would that skew her perception of Hasaki, a person that she only ever saw a few times? Does Zakuro have some earlier connection to the Mamiya family? Perhaps? And then Kimika. I feel like at this point, Kimika's just a character who's along for the ride. So, yeah, and she just happened to be on here because I don't fucking know, really. I don't think there's really any rhyme or reason to why these icons are here in particular. Because, like, Tomosane is a more important character to the story than Kogami and Tsukasa. Hell, fucking, like, Megu and Satoko are more important than Kogami and Tsukasa. Shiroyama's more important. Riruru. Like, basically everyone. Kogami and Tsukasa are, like, basically jokes. Honestly, like, they're supposed to be Hasaki. But they're more of, like, a metaphor. They're not real people. Even in the context of the game, so. Yeah. I don't know, though. That's really... I'm probably wrong in thinking that Ayana is somehow sharing the same soul as Hasaki, because then that would also mean that Tomosane doesn't have a one-for-one perception of the world, because he can see Ayana. And then there's also the fact that Ayana was on the rooftop, and then Hasaki entered the rooftop, so that doesn't make sense either. I don't think that necessarily means that Hasaki and Ayana were there at the same time. But, yeah. I do also kind of distinctly remember in probably Down the Rabbit Hole 1, which that's not a chapter that I've brought up fucking like ever, because that is such a confusing clusterfuck of a chapter. Seriously. But I remember when Ayana was introduced in that chapter, she said, like, just like Zakuro talking to Yuki, she was like, I thought we met before, or something like that. So I don't fucking know. Maybe it's something like that, but maybe it's not. Because it's not as black and white as Kogami and Tsukasa are Yuki's childhood friends. And that's because Yuki is sharing the same body as Tomosane, and Kogami and Tsukasa are a different perception of Hasaki. It's not as black and white as that. This is much weirder. Ayana potentially being Hasaki, or just being something that only Takuji, Hasaki, well, Takuji meaning Tomosane, Takuji, and Yuki can see, as well as Hasaki and Zakuro. So every protagonist has been able to see Ayana up to this point in the game. We have not yet had a protagonist who could not see Ayana. And since there's one more chapter, really the only character left who I could see having a, like, I could see, like, being the protagonist of another chapter. Like, unless there's some unwritten shit with Kimika that we don't know, I feel like if we saw Kimika's perspective, it would mostly be rehash. Ayana's the only other character who has the potential, really. But, yeah, let's continue.
A common world?
Yes, beyond the bounds of this world, there is another very common world.
What is that?
The wonderful everyday.
The wonderful everyday?
Alright, roll credits. Title has been dropped.
Yes. Subspecies
What? Will I look at what lies beyond the sky?
I walked forward. I took one step forward. Alone.
There isn't anyone with me.
There isn't anyone here. Because the sky isn't anywhere down here.
I couldn't see her anymore. I could only hear her voice. Also, doesn't she, like, guide Takuji at this point, too? So what the...
This place isn't the sky.
There's only one road that leads to the last sky. There's only one road that leads out of this arc. That road is much longer than the hill which you, as a child, can never climb. It reaches to heaven itself.
Who are you?
I am Otonashi Ayana, nothing more or less.
Do you mean that steel ladder?
The ladder stretched endlessly upward. It was like a mirage, seen by a traveler wandering silently through the desert of eternity.
The wind.
I heard the wind in the distance. In the distance, far, far ahead of me. From far up the ladder, I heard the sound of the wind. The sound of the wind, which was so far off, gradually grew louder and louder. The sound of the wind. Alright, yep, there's Takuji. Yasuko just fucking died. It's time. Looks like you want to stay in this time forever, Hasaki. Oh, what? I will go ahead, even in this world of endless rebirth. But then that's also a thing. Yuki. How come Yuki couldn't see Hasaki here? Or, I guess, Tsukasa. My soul will come to reside in another body. Nissan's body floated up into the air. I silently flew after him. Oh, now I understand. This must be how Yuki-san felt. There was no logic involved. The only thing that mattered was that someone I loved was about to plunge into the sky. I tried to grab onto him. I tried to. Oh. Oh no, it's credits. Wow. Okay, that was a very short chapter. There weren't even any choices. That was just a short chapter. Was that just supposed to give us... Huh. Like, when I was saying that a chapter from Hasaki's perspective would make sense, I was saying that under the assumption that Kimura had already, like, some pre-established relationship towards Hasaki and Master. Like, that it was Hasaki and Master who had told Kimura to follow around Takuji. Or Tomosane, Yuki, whatever. The triplets. The triple personality. But I didn't expect literally just 3 hours of, like, Hasaki and Kimura putzing around, and then, oops, all tragedy. Like, huh. It's interesting. But, like, I feel like the only thing I really got out of this chapter was supplementary information. That's really all I can think. That's really all. Like, there was nothing particularly from Hasaki's perspective that we got that I don't think we could have gotten out of Kimura's or Kimika's, maybe. Like, the only things I can think of is, of course, the information about the past, which, don't get me wrong, that's fucking important. And then, like, how the Kogami H scene from It's My Own Invention actually played out. That's all. And I guess, of course, that Hasaki can also see Ayana, which I still don't really know, though, what seeing Ayana really means. Because, like, Zakuro can see Ayana, Takuji, Tomosane, and Yuki can see Ayana, and Hasaki can see Ayana. I don't really know what the connection is. I would just say, oh, it's a Mamiya thing, but no, Zakuro can see her, so I don't fucking know. And no, Kimika didn't say anything about her, did she? No, she didn't. I don't remember if she did. I don't think she did. She might have. I get the feeling it's still all probably important to know that shit. Like, especially about the past. But, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to, like, say how much I liked this chapter, because it's so different from the others. It feels like a Down the Rabbit Hole 1 type scenario. Where it's like, of course, unlike Down the Rabbit Hole 1, this chapter actually, like, takes place at the same time as the others. like, the same chronology, but then at the same time, I don't fucking know. So, yeah, I was not really expecting this chapter to be so short. So there's only one chapter left then, but after we finish it, we should be going back to... Wait, Jabberwocky 2? I mean, alright. Really? So, would that imply Tomosane again? But what more is there to Tomosane's perspective? Huh. But this isn't like the last chapter. Because we're gonna finish this off, and then we're gonna go back to see the other ending of Jabberwocky. And then would that also somehow affect Which Dreamed It and Jabberwocky 2? I wonder. As far as, like, compared to the other chapters so far, like, it's hard to rank Which Dreamed It along these others. Like, I don't even really want to talk much about Down the Rabbit Hole 1, because I feel like that's just a completely different animal. But, like, so far, I kind of liked Down the Rabbit Hole 2 and Jabberwocky the most so far. Like, Looking Glass Insects was really good, too. It's my own invention. Don't get me wrong, it's good, but I feel like just the way that I'm experiencing this game, it was a pretty hard chapter to get through because it was super long and there was a lot to censor. But Looking Glass Insects had quite a bit of H scenes too, but it wasn't as bad. Like, they were easier to censor for the most part. Like, some of them were weird, but huh. Well, I guess with all that being said, next episode we'll jump into the final chapter, Jabberwocky 2. So yeah, that's going to be it for this episode, guys. If you liked it, then be sure to press the like button. And if you didn't like it, then fuck you too. Remember to subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date on all my videos and stuff. And as always, my name is Godzi, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.